Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the joyless wonder, Joy Behar, she just can't take it anymore. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe, absolutely free. It really helps us out. Joy Behar is possibly the dimmest bulb in the whole chandelier. I don't know if you guys have seen what's going on, but I'm certain you have. It's a big story. There's a lot of talk about this Tennessee bill that's in front of the Supreme Court right now that prohibits transgender kids from getting life-altering, body-altering, permanent procedures when they're minors. Now, again, these are permanent procedures for something. Look, some kids are trans when they're kids. Most kids are just going through a stage. I know that because I can look at the facts. Even Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's kid, who they thought was a boy, and now as an adult is suddenly a girl. It was a stage she was going through. When I was a kid, we called them tomboys. Today, they give them surgery and puberty blockers. My point is, you can't make this kind of decision as a minor. You can't. You can't have a beer with your parents' permission. You can't get a tattoo even with your parents' permission. Can't join the army even with your parents' permission. Why should you be able to have life-altering surgery or medications just because you have your parents' permission? Now, this is obviously a decision for legal scholars like those on the Supreme Court, except for Justice Jackson, who I don't know what world she's in, but it seems like the court is going to rule in favor of Tennessee. We don't know, but it seems the wind is blowing that way. And Joy Behar's worried that this means they're going to come after gay marriage and interracial marriage next. Yeah, that's what she's worried about, because those things are the same. How? I want you to watch this goofball, and I want you to watch what they say about it on Fox News, and then let me know what you think in the comments.
Interracial marriages.
Well, and the thing I thought what was most interesting about the potential comparison to Loving is that in that case, everyone seemed to concede up front that a racial classification was being drawn by the statute. And when you look at the structure of that law, it looks in terms of, you can't do something that is inconsistent with your own characteristics. It's sort of the same thing. So it's interesting to me that we now have this different argument, and I wonder whether Virginia could have gotten away with what they did here by just making a classification argument the way that Tennessee is in this case.
So analogizing this to interracial marriage reminded me, and look, I have respect for our Supreme Court justices, Ketanji Brown Jackson included, but in all due respect, it reminded me of Joy Behar on The View. She made this argument post-Dobbs. Listen.
My worry is that this is just the beginning. Next, they'll go after gay marriage, and maybe the board, what is it, Brown versus Board of Education? Yeah. They already eroded our voting rights a little bit. Yeah. So I see fascism down the line here.
I mean, you expect hyperbole from Joyless, that's not Joyless Reed, Joyless Behar, but you don't expect it from Ketanji Brown Jackson.
No, and I love how you have to qualify, like, analogizing anyone's comments to Joy Behar, but being like, but with all due respect. Look, yes. That hysteria has no place here in this argument. It certainly revealed itself to be merely hyperbole and unfounded in the election as the voters spoke for themselves, and clearly their voices weren't eroded. I will say that the racialization of this argument is so far off. It's just like everything nowadays. It's actually not about race. It's actually not about politics. What it is about the butchering of people irreversibly, of people's children. And we talked about the